Hello everyone. Next, let's talk about project management business documents. In other words, during the project process, there might be some standardized business documents like these. As we've seen before, projects have a starting phase, then an organization and preparation phase, the execution phase, and the closing phase. But before a project starts, there's actually a lot of preparatory work involved, specifically the prep work in the early stages. As for the preliminary groundwork, first, we acknowledge that risk brings pain. Pain leads to change, and change causes pain. That risk makes us feel pain. And that pain is actually a kind of need. Having this need, we then conduct the needs assessment to decide whether to proceed with this project. We conduct a more detailed business justification. We'll take a business perspective and an economic standpoint to evaluate the project's potential value, including its tangible and intangible assets, as well as your investment. When considering the project's feasibility, we also look at the benefits management plan. This details when we'll see returns, when we'll break even, and how we'll achieve that. All of this is part of the project's initial phase when preparing what needs to be done. Once it's confirmed to be started, after the business justification is approved, the initiation phase begins. In this phase, we usually receive a key document, the project charter. This is also a document for our project managers that cannot be skipped because it's not created by you. It's what authorizes the project manager and formally initiate the project. With this project document, with this project charter information, next we move to the organization and preparation phase. There will be a very important document called the project management plan, but we will cover these two documents in great detail in later chapters. Once everything is completed, we will conduct acceptance. During acceptance, there will be an assessment. This assessment concerns the project and how we define its success. As project managers, you need to remember, throughout the project's execution, ensure that your management approach aligns with the business case. And one key point to remember is that needs assessment comes first. First, we identify the pain points, and then the needs. After the needs assessment and confirming the details, we then do the business justification. Only then do we start the project. Now let's look at each of these. First, the needs assessment. As I mentioned earlier, it's about addressing the pain points. Pain leads to change. So this needs assessment, this happens before the business justification. It starts with understanding the purpose and goals, understanding the current issues and opportunities. Often, the reason we start a project is due to a social need, a market need, a need at the company's strategic level, or perhaps the project itself needs updating, or starting new projects. These are all different needs, and these needs have to address specific problems. They might address societal issues, market challenges, or issues within the company, even very detailed ones. So there must be a pain point. These needs are what drive us forward. That's why we'll start with a needs assessment. Through this assessment, we'll identify potential opportunities. Let's move on to the next document. It's termed business justification. Business justification in certain areas might be referred to as a feasibility study report. Concerning business justification discusses economic feasibility studies. This type of report, assessing whether the project is worth pursuing, while it shows the economic prospects, but actually it might involve technical feasibility, social feasibility, resource availability from multiple dimensions, might touch upon all of these, but the main focus is economic feasibility. In other words, for this project, can I make money? Can I gain a solid reputation? Can I build real capability? Can I gain an empty reputation? We'll be focusing on these key areas. Specifically, when conducting this kind of business case, we may use a method known as cost-benefit analysis. But there's a key distinction. Note that business case operates on a broader level, meaning we need to assess whether this project is worthwhile. Cost-benefit analysis, on the other hand, is often a more granular tool. It's used to assess specific actions. You need to assess the cost-benefit analysis. How does it stack up? As for me, what resources or effort will it require? And what profits will it generate for me? So it pays more attention to the specifics and key areas. Naturally, the business case is only required before the project begins. Not exactly. Prior to the project commencement, a business case must be developed to assess the project's investment viability. Right. Should we proceed? Also, throughout the project, because a project typically can have a rather long timeline. For projects with extended timelines, we may break it down into phases. And at the start of each phase, we may need to conduct another business justification to make sure that the current social climate and specific circumstances, this project is still ongoing. It still needs to be carried out. If it's not implemented, the project might be cancelled, or certain adjustments may be necessary at the start of each phase. And throughout the project, we need to conduct a business justification. This may specifically involve possible cost-benefit analysis. So it focuses on the cost required to complete it. How much benefit could it personally offer me? Next, let's review another document. This is the Benefits Management Plan. The Benefits Management Plan complements our business justification. What are its primary focus areas? Specifically focuses on how the project delivers benefits, the methods and timeline for realizing these benefits, as well as measurement mechanisms. In other words, roughly what benefits can be generated, how significant are the benefits, when will we break even, details about these specifics, including which company, the benefits this project generates, and how they align with the company's strategic goals. Are they consistent with our strategy? Timeframes for realizing these benefits, the responsible parties, and other relevant details. So what purpose does it serve? It will form our business justification. It's additional information for the needs assessment. This will guide us in subsequent steps, including developing the project management plan and providing support for the project charter, offering complementary insights. This helps us clearly grasp the value of undertaking this project. Throughout the project's execution, the project manager and sponsor work together to ensure the project charter, project management plan, and benefits management plan align consistently. They need to align with each other.